Today feels like it's gonna be a really, really great day for me, and I really hope for y'all. And today I wanna talk a little bit about contrast. What better way to decide on what changes we wanna see made in our life than by looking at the stuff that we don't like about our life and asking ourselves what we can do to change that. Don't like where your finances are? What's one thing you can do to start changing that? Don't like your fitness level? What can you do today to start changing that? Don't like your diet? What can you do to change that? Little things that we can really look at and dial in and make small improvements every day to start to see the change that we want. Taking things and looking at a list of things that we don't like about our life and how we can change that into something that we do like, that's the easiest way to start manifesting change in our life. So for me, myself, I don't love where my finances are. I want more financial freedom. So every day I have a few things on a list that will help start to build something towards that financial freedom goal. Is it gonna happen overnight? No, it's not. This is gonna be something that compounds very slowly over time, but with consistency and showing up every day for myself, eventually I will reach that goal. Another great one, I don't love where my fitness is. I had a really serious health crash a while back, and I am still kind of slowly rebuilding where I was before my crash. But if there's things that you don't like about your life, change them. You can start today. You can start tomorrow. The important thing is that you start and that you're consistent about it. Change, again, it doesn't usually happen overnight. Most people don't go, oh, I want financial freedom, and then they win the lottery, and that's the end of the story. Does it happen? Maybe. Is it rare? Yeah. Does it usually require small, steady changes that create the life that you're looking for over time? Yes. So if you're really looking to improve your life, just take a look at all the things you don't like about your life, and then look at that list, and maybe you only pick one thing. Maybe you only pick one focus. Maybe it's your health, your finances, or your family situation. You can even make it something small. Maybe you want to be a more organized person. Maybe you don't like how much clutter you have in your house. Maybe you don't like how dirty your place is. There are always areas in our life that could use improvement, that we can look at and go, I don't really like this that much, or I'm not super satisfied with where this area of my life is at right now. So what are a few things that I can do proactively starting today that would change that would turn that around? Maybe you're struggling with organization. Could you sit there for 15 minutes a day organizing a small space? Just one small space at a time? You don't need to make necessarily dramatic, huge, giant changes in your life to really build something awesome. And when we're making those small changes, we're building good habits that are gonna be sustainable changes in our life. And making these changes things that are sustainable can make a huge, huge difference. Because if you want to be a more organized person, the last thing you want to do is spend 3 or 4 days doing nothing but reorganizing your place. It's not a sustainable plan. We didn't build up a good habit. We just reorganized the entire place, and now we burned ourselves out, and it's probably gonna fall apart again. But if we're taking that contrast, I don't want my place this disorganized, and we're building a 15-minute a day decluttering habit, now it's a small, sustainable thing that we can actually do forever. Because who doesn't have 15 minutes a day to improve one area of their life? For me personally, one of my 15-minute rules a day is I have to exercise for a minimum of 15 minutes every single day. I cannot miss one single day. Because one of my personal big goals is to get back in the shape that I was before my health crash. And this is something that over the past 7 months, I am almost to my goal. And again, that just reflects sometimes change is slow. It's not necessarily overnight. You can't go from health crash and stuck on a couch, practically bedridden, to back fully in the best shape of your life overnight. I wish you could. That would be awesome. But you can't. It's not realistic. But if you have a minimum goal set of at least 15 minutes a day working towards a goal, over time, because of that consistency, because of constantly showing up for yourself, you can start to reach that goal. And if nothing else, every single day, you'll see a little bit of improvement. And maybe the first few days you don't see any improvement, but just know that you're building that habit, and through consistency, over time, you'll start to see big changes. So let's get out there. Let's look at areas of our life that we are not necessarily satisfied with. Maybe your life is pretty great, but there are some tiny little nitpicky things that you want to improve, or maybe your life is a nightmare and you have some choices to make. Or maybe you have a laundry list of things that you'd really like to improve, and maybe you just pick one or two things. This can be as simple or as big and drastic of a change as you want to make it. As long as you show up every single day for yourself and start working on some of those areas or one of those areas every single day, you will start to see those big changes over time.